Not good. Hey, good morning. It is 4 o'clock.
Let's go.
Oh, we have to go now?
You have swimming, honey. You have to get changed.
We're starting the afternoon live show. I'll be... What? Start the show. Watching.
You have to get changed.
Yeah, Chris and Amanda.
Do not record yourself getting
very
changed.
shocking to folks in this area, especially those on Prospect Street. As they
But it has to be a part of the show.
It does not need to be a part of the show.
The
The faster you do this, the faster you can finish your news report.
The vehicle with credit card, undisclosed amount of cash.
Why don't you go get your
Extension
shoes?
6415. So far, the investigation continues and no arrests have been made. I'll have much more from neighbors tonight at 6. For now, reporting live in the studio, Matt Price, Western Mass News.
Matt, thank you for that live report. Staying in South Hadley, police asking for any information regarding an armed robbery that occurred on October 16th in Buttery Brook Park. Police say a juvenile was robbed near the pickleball courts. They're now asking any neighbors with surveillance cameras on
The
their
last
homes
one
to check
is
their
right
footage
here, okay?
and see if they caught anything
Ew.
suspicious on video.
Ew!
South Hadley police also keeping busy with several other incidents in recent days. Around 10 Friday morning, officers responded to the intersection of Newton and Lyman Streets for a car crash involving a truck hauling dumpster. Police say the dumpster hauler rear-ended the car in front of it, sending that vehicle into another. The hauler then jumped the curb and hit the stone wall outside the People's Bank on Newton Street. The driver was cited by South Hadley police and may face separate charges from state police.
Also on Friday, this time around 1:30 p.m., officers responded to the intersection of routes 202 and 33 for an accident between a car and a landscaping truck that was towing a trailer. After speaking with witnesses, police say they learned that the single car driven by Megan Flannery out of Chesterfield, New Hampshire, failed to stop for a red light and hit that landscaping truck in the middle of the intersection. The car caught fire, but it was quickly put out. Police determined Flannery, who was driving with her young child in the car, was under the influence of alcohol, and she was arrested. The child was then released into the father's custody.
New at 4, 2 people were brought to the hospital after a car crash in Springfield earlier this afternoon. It happened just before 1:45 in the area of Liberty and Newberry Streets. Not much other information is available at this time, so we don't yet know what caused the collision. However, Springfield Fire Captain Drew Conti says the 2 people taken to the hospital are expected to be okay.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Turning out to be an absolutely beautiful October day today with lots of sunshine and comfortable conditions as well. Look at this, blue skies all across southern New England. We have a Six Flags sky cam showing the blue skies downtown Springfield. Of course, we're looking out in eastern Mass, out at Foxborough Gillette Stadium and down at the airport. Plenty of blue sky as well. Just a delightful October day, not just southern New England, but really all in New England and the Northeast. We are tracking clouds and rain, though. Not much to it, just some showers off to the west, but this will pass a bit as it heads our way. We'll get through the afternoon and evening with dry, clear conditions, and then the clouds will start to increase. And around midnight tonight and into the first few hours of tomorrow morning, we will be dealing with some showers. But as you can see, plenty of clear temperatures are upper 60s. We're also sitting at a high temperature today in Springfield, 67, close to 60 for to heat, so just a little cooler across the hills. And it's been a bit blustery, winds out of the southwest about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So hour by hour, you can see through sunset, we have clear skies, then the clouds start to increase by midnight or so. We're overcast, and then around midnight into tomorrow morning, we'll be dealing with some scattered showers or even a period of rain. We'll likely pick up a couple of tenths to maybe on the high end, a half an inch of rainfall. So this will lead to at least a damp Wednesday morning commute. Temperatures tonight will fall into the upper 40s and lower 50s. So the wettest part of the day tomorrow is going to be the morning. We will see some sunshine. We still can't rule out a shower or two. But the bulk of the day tomorrow, it will not be raining. All right, well, the full forecast details taking us through the rest of the weekend in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you so much.
We have an update on the 97
Dan,
and the arrest.
live report. All right, we're coming back into the main move as we welcome you to Afternoon Live. I am James. I thought I have a little bit of a technical glitch here because I dress up for swimming, but today we are here at the going to be digital day for the next program. That will be a evening program for statewide CertNet, which I actually have to postpone because we have major games today. The NBA is back, and we have hockey today on ESPN. It's the Florida Panthers against the Boston Bruins. Go watch that one. It's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So, hope you guys watch the Bruins game because Brad Marchand goes back to Boston for the second time, well, the first time in a game. So yeah. And also, this is a Bruins game, and the Florida Panthers are facing off against them. We've got their own broadcast. That's right, the broadcast is back again. The third time we have to do the broadcast this season, so get ready for that. We'll watch that on Twitter Behind Network, not on television, not on YouTube though, because of the copyrighted broadcast of the National Block Hockey League. So any further discriminatory action is prohibited. Also, the NBA is coming back on NBC. And earlier on today, we had Brown Ball Walk. Again, I will not play that because of copyright restrictions, but yeah. And so swimming is coming up. That's our first podcast of the day. And then more so coming up later on in the evening. So get ready for that. Also, today is Statewide CertNet Day. So we'll put that in there. We'll have no Statewide CertNet though, because of today's big action. Tomorrow, though, we'll have N1RX Emergency Simplex. N1RX Simplex, and coming up next week. So join us there. But as of right now, 4:08. Let's look at today's top stories. Right now, I want to thank today's weather forecaster, which today is meteorologist for this afternoon. Is going to be our storm team meteorologist Dan Brown. Tomorrow will be at 6 o'clock Eastern Time for Evening Live, which is our evening programming, which we'll use some weather information. That's coming up at 8 o'clock, yeah, at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And then again, after the N1RX at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Quinnipiac Television Network. For right now, I'll take for another check of I time it out for the local news at 4 o'clock. We're gonna start as always with the Afternoon Live top stories. And we're gonna start today on Afternoon Live. Oh yeah, looks like they're still doing the news, so we're gonna wait on a little bit for the weather forecast today. And you can watch today's Edition 22 at 4 p.m. Digital Edition on WWLP.com, and that's already available on YouTube if you want to watch that. But here are the top 5 stories. In the Wilbraham there was a Wilbraham standoff. On October 3rd. We now have a gun from the warrant of that moment. And they recovered it. This is a big crime situation right here. There was a crash in South Hadley, and a woman has been charged with operating under the influence. You may have noticed a little bit of a trend with these operating under the influence. It started off with Karen Reed being guilty of OUI. Now we're getting more charges against OUI. Now, a new Massachusetts bill from the Boston State House may be overturning general nitrogen bans. For any additional votes. Now, and a dump truck has hit a car bank wall in South Hadley, and a Sturbridge Cross country runners have been found after a search. We'll have much more of the dump truck coming up in the Hampshire County Bureau in just a moment. But first, you know what time it is. I'm turning on my sat. Change the channel to channel 40. Let's look at today's. One more time, take a look at the latest weather forecast. And with that, with today's weather forecast, we have going to be a storm team meteorologist and former morning hometown scramble reporter. It's Dan Brown. Good evening, Dan.
15 miles per hour, where this up-level disturbance is going to make its way across the area. It's bringing some showers downpours and up close. I'm just noticing here this actually severe thunderstorm warning. Right, so there's a little thunder with it too, and I won't be surprised tomorrow morning that we have a rumble of thunder as some of the energy moves on through, but nothing widespread or anything. Mainly clear skies, I should say right now, mainly clear skies. Tonight the clouds will actually be on the increase. Much better. And with mainly sunny skies, and then this evening the clouds increase by midnight or so. Showers, periods, rain starts to move into the overnight and early tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, I think the morning's maybe damp. There'll be a few showers around, plenty of cloud cover. Temperatures in the lower 50s, so we're going to cool back a lot tonight with the clouds. And then tomorrow, notice some sunshine working in. Also notice, this is more so off to the east in this particular example, but there could be an isolated downpour, an isolated rumble of thunder between about like late morning and early afternoon as some energy moves through. But notice the afternoon, a fair amount of sunshine. Highs tomorrow, lower 60s with some gusty breezes. And that's going to be the theme. It's going to remain blustery and cool for Thursday and Friday. So for tomorrow, sun and clouds, this is the afternoon now. This is tomorrow afternoon. Sun and clouds, blustery, cool. Toronto, upper 50s to low to mid 60s in the valley with wave low pressure flowing along the front. Cool for us tonight. Then we into the dry area here for tomorrow. And the upper level disturbance will try to make its way through, but just to involve the shower activity, we'll stay off normalized. Maybe an isolated shower Thursday, maybe an isolated shower Friday. But again, we'll have some sunshine mixed in the bulk of all days. Most of us stay dry all the way through. Wednesday gust about 30 on Thursday, Wednesday gust about 20 to 25. It's going to be blustery the next 3 days. A little breezy on Saturday, but the wind will slow down as we head into this upcoming weekend. Right now, it looks like it'll be bright and sunny for the weekend, with temperatures in the 50s, overnight lows in the lower 30s and middle 20s. As we go to the beginning part of next week, we stay cool and dry. All right, that's your forecast. We'll see you again in a little while later on Christmas.
Thank you much, and alright. Thank you, Dan Brown, for the latest weather, and obviously, yeah, there are technical glitches. Riker Spectrum, because, you know, we live close to the tower, in Liberty Street in, downtown Springfield. And yes, the light is illuminated on both sides, so don't worry about me. Just gonna keep reading off the news. Now, let's get back to South Hadley right now and give you more details of this. Now, a trash truck now crashed into multiple vehicles and a stone wall. Repeat that, a stone wall at the intersections of Newton and Lyman Streets in South Hadley. In a news release reported to the South Hadley Police Department, officials were called on October 17th at around 10 o'clock to report of a multi-vehicle crash involving a truck used to haul the dumpsters. Now, upon the arrival of they learned that the truck was traveling southbound on Newton Street when it was rear-ended the vehicle, which caused a chain reaction to hit the vehicle in front of each other, and the truck then took a curve and crashed into a stone wall near People's Bank in South Hadley. Now there was a report coming into the South border, and there may be additional charges from the Massachusetts State Police Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Section. That was a report from the Hampshire County Bureau. Alright, now, let's continue our stories. Now, the Massachusetts Senator, I'm going to read some more news before we get into, the end of this. Massachusetts Senator has amended laws that aviation safety should be reported after a deadly DC plane crash back early in 2025. A rare police K9 must help seek finding a German Shepherd that could possibly be hit by a car. There is now a new president of the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts. There's also multiple car break-ins reported in South Hadley. Also, South Hadley police must seek a suspect in the Buttery charges. We're now got scheduled for the NBA season opener on Quinnipiac News. It's going to be the Thunder and the Rockets and the Lakers and the Warriors. That's what's going to be on NBC. So, wait on that. Time now for one more check over the forecast. And Daniel will come back here at around 4:30 if we need to. But right now it is 67. Tonight will be showery. And then tomorrow will be scattered showers with a high of 64 tomorrow. So, very, very nice day. Time now for some more news. Various prep students from Riverborough's charter school, preparation school, prep charter school in Hampton, Massachusetts, just shined in STEM's robotics competition. Medical reports. It's also National Apple Day. We'll give you health tips and tasty recipes if we need to on the evening newscast, unless it is not on our schedule. Now, police on Foxford say that 2 were restrained and released from that hotel room. And one person is right now in custody. We do not know the damages that it caused, but again, there was one person in that Foxford report in custody. And this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, on October 29th, the DuPont Middle School will wear pink to support breast cancer awareness. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. And the entire list of top stories was brought to you by the Greenfield Cooperative Bank and the Northampton Cooperative Bank. So thanks so much to both of those for today's news. Time now though for a look at traffic, because you may notice that it's starting to be rush hour. Let's take a look right now at some traffic here as we go throughout the day today, and starting us off, as I always do, in the state of Connecticut. In the state of Connecticut, we do not have a report of any crashes to tell you about. That's just the good news. Let me actually just change that to see if there's actually a crash there. Let me go to satellite. So this is the current traffic, which we do not see any. We have some delays now for Hartford. Why do I hear? Okay, you see, we got actually. Let me show you the map. Actually, this is our Quinnipiac traffic map here. This is the same kind of map that we use every afternoon on Quinnipiac Afternoon Live. This is the first show, so hopefully we will continue with these traffic maps. And obviously we also do traffic every. it's again, we normally do traffic every morning. Now we're starting to expand that into the afternoon hours. So let's look at today's traffic. We have some construction, obviously, over the Hartford area. There is a little closer right here. This is closing up to September 2026. We do not know what the area is actually, but as we go throughout the area, we have some delays now. There is a crash right now on 84 heading through Route 6. So this is so you must, and there may be some delays for this area. So expect some delays to across the area we go throughout. And then let's say from New Haven to Stamford, lots of delays down for Fairfield County at this point. So obviously a lot of delays coming in through this area. If you're heading eastbound, I don't see any delays at this time. I've got close. Yeah, we have a couple crashes for Boston. The most important one, by the way, is on 95. This is reported 9 minutes ago, and that's getting a lot of delays. We also have a crash on Massachusetts 99. So we do have a crash there. We're also expecting delays on this area here, getting closer to the Massachusetts border. So these are locked up, and there's also a crash on Stowell Drive. Again, that's a crash there, but we'll keep you posted on that. There's also going to be some delays here. And then as we continue to go down south, more delays because of crashes. So watch lots of crashes. As we go into the Springfield area, I'm expecting some delays now. Here, expecting some delays coming through on this area here, and I'm starting to see some delays on 291 and 391 as well. So 91 is going to be delayed severely, especially as you head, let's say this, on the southbound side, because the southbound side is always the one that we have the most significant delays this week. So obviously, rush hour is coming, so expect some delays. I also want to show you the current traffic as we head in towards Westfield for the weekly swimming thing every day. Right now we're fine, but again, I want to stress this: there may be some delays on the area, so I would expect either the left side, or if you're heading to 202, we just expect the breakdown lane, and I think the breakdown lane will delay at any minute now. So expect some delays as you head into the Westfield area. But right now, that's going to be a traffic at this hour.